Okay, this is another episode of my podcast. Fake celebrity interviews, not real, didn't happen, and other stuff. Okay, basically, I have different sections. I have 5 sections. This is the first section, and it's called One Story, One Joke, One Story. So basically, I tell one joke, just a joke I made up or whatever, just a bad joke, and then one story, which the story can be a story of my life or little information that I picked up over time. So it's not always a story about me. Sometimes it's just information that I thought interesting. Okay, we start with one joke. Let's start it. Okay, let's see what one I'm doing. Okay, okay, this is the joke. Oh, you can't believe it. I had an accident in my car, and the insurance company wouldn't pay it out. Wouldn't pay my claim. They're trying to save money, right? Stupid. So I was driving down in the city, and a guy pulled out in front of me, and I stopped just in time, and I spilt my coffee. I accidentally spilt my coffee. So I made a claim for my coffee. It was like $2.50, $2.50. They wouldn't honor it in my accident. So I was thinking about taking them to court, and I told them that. So they're like, okay, after talking to them for about a week, 2 weeks, they said, okay, fine. They're going to pay the fee, the claim. So I got my $2.50 back. But you know what happened afterwards? They raised my premiums by $50. $50 a month. So, yeah, that's the joke. That was a bad joke. But it was a joke that I thought of. I didn't even say it right. But anyways, that's the joke. Okay, one story. And this is not a story of my life. This is something else. Okay, here we go. Back nearly 1,000 years ago, or even later, China was the powerhouse and is still to this day. Funny story I heard. China was going to try to conquer Japan. They sailed their massive fleet of ships to Japan's shore. Japan saw them and they were afraid of China's huge fleet. Weird thing happened the next day. In the morning, the Chinese fleet had disappeared. What happened was, the Chinese ships sunk in the night. Historians believe that the ships fell apart in the ocean. The Chinese ships were built by convicts. The convicts were forced to build the ships like forced labor. That's why the ships fell apart. The convicts didn't do a good job. Why would they? That's the story I heard. Fun fact. Yeah, I heard this story. I don't know where I heard it. Maybe on the History Channel I don't know where I heard this story. But yeah, what happened was also I missed saying that China came to the Japan's shore and they just decided to wait out the night in the ships and attack in the morning. And then their ships fell apart in the sea. Sea of Japan, I assume. Oh. Anyways, okay. That's the story and a joke. Next section. Okay, this is the next section. This is the main section of what I did, the reason I did this podcast. Okay, it's the fake celebrity interview. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started. Hello, listeners. Today we're doing something a little different. Instead of interviewing a celebrity, I thought it would be interesting to interview someone who is chasing stardom and has tried to reach stardom. Today we have an American Idol contestant. We couldn't get a winner of American Idol to come to be interviewed, but we got the next best thing. We have in the studio Jake Seller. Hello, Jake. Thanks for coming in and agreeing to do this.
You're welcome. I don't know why you would want to interview me. I'm a loser.
Don't talk like that. You're not a loser. You didn't win, but that doesn't automatically make you a loser.
Fine, fine. What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about your musical journey. I assume you started singing as a child. Am I right?
Actually, I didn't. I started singing because I wanted to be an actor.
Why would you sing if you wanted to act? That's kind of odd.
I agree, but I agree with that, but my mother put me up to it. My mother's theory was if you want to get into acting, you should also get into singing. It will open more doors for me.
I see. So, how is your career going?
Have you seen any of my movies?
No,
Exactly. Have you listened to any of my albums?
no.
Exactly. Do you see the trend here?
You sound bitter.
I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm really trying, but nobody wants to hire a 30-year-old, 5'8" white man.
Are you saying you are experiencing reverse racism?
I wouldn't go that far, but in a way, yes.
You may be experiencing reverse racism, but you can't let negativity creep into your soul. I think you should just keep making. I think you are just making that an excuse. Yes, maybe you are being targeted, but I like to say the harder you work, the harder it is to be ignored.
My problem is that there are too many actors and singers to compete against. Maybe it would have helped me more if people died during COVID. More people died during COVID.
Now you're just talking crazy.
Or maybe an accident could happen at the Oscars, like the building collapsing on everyone.
I don't like the direction this interview is going. Let's move away from that and more on this.
Fine.
My information tells me that you tried out for American Idol 6 times. 6 times? Really?
Yeah, it's not uncommon to try out for Idol multiple times.
Do you think they made a mistake the first 5 times?
No. The reason people go back to audition is because they have taken the judge's advice and trained and practiced for the next year. I got more experience. I got better every year, and I wanted to show it to the judges.
Tell me, step by step, your first audition on Idol.
I tried out on the second season of American Idol. The audition takes forever. The audition was in a football stadium. We all sat in the lower levels of the stadium. We waited and waited and waited. My section was called. Wait, we first had to fill out a form, yeah. Then our section was called, and I went up to, I guess you would call them pre-judges. I sang for them, and they said, sorry, you are not American Idol material. And then that was that. Then I went home.
Wait, you didn't even get to sing in front of Paula, Randy, and Simon?
No. I think because there are so many contestants, the judges can't judge everyone.
The first audition kind of sucked, eh? You waited all day and you got a no, and you didn't even get to see the celebrities.
Whatever.
After that bad experience, you still wanted to go back.
I wanted to be the next American Idol. I can sing pretty good.
If you're good, you would have gotten past the prejudges.
I think they didn't listen to my voice, and I couldn't get past and they couldn't get past my outfit.
What did you wear?
I wanted to stand out, so I wore a full clown's outfit with all the makeup and everything.
That is foolish. You might get on the show, but they won't take you seriously.
I realized that too late.
So, you learned your lesson and went back to Idol wearing regular clothes.
Yes, the second audition I got past the prejudges, and this time got to sing in front of the real judges.
I assume it didn't go well, or I should just ask, how did the interview go?
It didn't go well. I only got one yes from Paula.
Just to inform the listeners, you need 2 yeses to go to Hollywood.
Yeah, so I left the auditions a little dejected, but my mom twisted the narrative and told me that it wasn't a failure. I got a yes. It's better than getting all no's. Paula thought I sang well, and a little bit of practice and training, I might have something.
Great, so the next year you tried out again.
Yes, but it was different. I took all of the advice from Randy, Paula, and Simon, and I practiced. I took some lessons from a vocal coach near where I live. I practiced and practiced and practiced. I was going to be super prepared for the next year of Idol.
So you went back for a third out of the 6 auditions.
Yes, I was super excited. This was going to be the year.
Spoiler alert, you got 2 no's from the judges.
Yes, but the weird thing is, Paula was the one to give me a yes the previous year, but that year she said no. I couldn't believe it.
She isn't the brightest. You would think she would have said yes again after you came back when practicing and training behind you.
Exactly.
So you got 3 no's. That's worse than the previous year.
No, I got one yes from Simon and no's from Paula and Randy.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I talked to my mom and she was even more enthusiastic. She was the one that got me to go and audition another time.
So you went again and failed.
Wait, this was my mom's thinking. One audition, I got a yes from Paula, and on another audition, I got a yes from Simon. Now, all I have to do is to get Paula and Simon to say yes in the same audition, and then I'm in.
Long shot, but what happened?
I auditioned a fourth time, and Paula gave me a yes, and Simon gave me a yes too. I was going to Hollywood. It happened.
Persistence paid off.
I was so happy.
So, now we are in Hollywood Week. How did you do?
Obviously, I got cut.
But you are persistent one. You are the persistent one. You tried out 2 more times.
I thought I could get to Hollywood one more time. Then I would be experienced. I would be less nervous.
You have to go through the whole process again. What happened?
The following year, I auditioned again. I got the golden ticket. It was super easy that year.
Simon and Paula gave you yeses?
That year, I got all 3 yeses.
So yes from Simon, Paula, and Randy?
Yep.
You must have been over the moon. Confidence through the roof.
It was nice, but I don't just want to get to Hollywood. I want to make it at least top 10.
I've watched the show for years. I don't remember you on the show.
I never got out of Hollywood Week. I never got to the fans voting for me.
Sorry, you got cut in Hollywood Week again.
Yep.
You told me you auditioned 6 times. So you tried one more time?
That's not quite right.
How so?
Well, I took 2 years off. I didn't feel like trying that again.
Did you practice the next 2 years?
No, I did no singing. What I did was focus on my acting career.
How did that go?
Have you seen any of my latest movies?
No.
Exactly.
Okay, you took 2 years off Idol and tried acting, but you went back to singing for your 6th time auditioning for on American Idol. I assume it didn't go any better.
I'll tell you what happened. I went to the audition. I was sitting in a chair waiting for my audition, and I thought to myself, what the hell am I doing? You need to stop this pursuit of idol. I agreed, and then I walked out the door. I skipped my audition.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. I gave it a shot. I have a saying, never regret effort.
Good. Do you still sing?
When I'm alone or when I'm fishing.
I think you wanted to be an American Idol more than a working singer. You don't love singing.
True, I like acting better, but I can sing pretty well. Like I said, I gave it a shot.
You gave Idol a go. Why don't you try another avenue of success?
Forget it, that is over. I'm going to be an actor.
Okay, okay. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is actually a set of movies.
That's fine. What movie franchise do you love?
I love the Mission Impossible movies. I'm a huge fan of Tom Cruise.
He is a good actor. Have you seen his other movies?
Of course, Top Gun, A Few Good Men, The Firm, Edge of Tomorrow. Those are all the ones on the top of my head.
I don't think he has won an Oscar, but he is a great actor.
Oscars are bullshit crap.
If you are going to be an actor, isn't that your ultimate prize?
I don't want to win an Oscar. I just want to make great movies.
If you make a great movie, you should eventually win an Oscar.
Tom Cruise makes great movies. He hasn't won an Oscar.
True, true. I see in Tom Cruise's future an Oscar, maybe. Do you think Tom cares about winning an Oscar?
Truthfully, I think there was a time when he was picking movies to win an Oscar, but now that he is older, I think he doesn't care anymore.
I think you're right about that. He doesn't have an Oscar, but he has a charmed life.
Here, here.
Well, I'm sorry your career aspirations are being elusive to you, but keep your head up, keep moving forward in your endeavors.
Whatever. Thank you.
Thank you, Jake, for coming in, talking to me today. Okay, wow. He really wanted to be an idol, but he didn't want to be a singer. He wanted to be an American Idol, but he didn't want to be a singer. He wanted to be an actor. That's kind of weird. Okay, that's the end of the section. On to the next section. Okay, this is the next section, but it's not the next section. I just wanted to add this in that I usually do right now is fake emails to the stars. But for whatever reason, I don't have any set up for this podcast, so I'm going to skip this section. Okay, we'll just go to the next section. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, this is the next section. This is where I read children's books backwards. Basically, that's exactly what it is. Okay, let's get started. Start quickly. Okay, the last page. Come along and explore the amazing treehouse that Jack built. It's the most enchanting play space. Okay. I borrowed a children's book from the library. Okay, here we go. And good night to the treehouse that Jack built. Oh. And there's a picture of by the ocean treehouse. Okay. Good night to all who came and played. Good night to all that things Jack made. Good night to the sky. Good night to the tree. Good night to you. Good night to me. There's a monkey, and the boy is sleeping in a hammock. And there's an owl. And yeah, there's different levels. There's a chipmunk. Okay. The moon has come out. The night has grown deep. Now Jack and his kitty are fast asleep. And he's, like I said, on a hammock. There's a dog and a cat and a squirrel. Okay. Here are the stars in the big blue sky that say goodnight when the owl flies by. Away swim the whales, the monkey swings home, the snake slides off, and the dog has his bone. The lizard is still, the bird nods its head, the tree house is silent when Jack goes to bed. So he's going to bed early. Now he's thinking about going to bed because I'm going backwards. He's awake. And here is the owl who flies out of the tree and over the whales in the darkening sea. There's a huge owl flying away. And there's, okay, and now come the whales, swimming one by one, to leap in the sea with the setting sun. There's a whale jumping out of the water. Okay, here we go. Read it again, they squawk and yell, but they'll have to wait for tomorrow's bell in the treehouse that Jack built. So they're all laughing. He's reading the story. He finished reading the story, and they're all laughing it up. There's a rabbit, there's a cat, there's a monkey, there's a parrot, a squirrel, a lizard, a snake. Okay, anyways, here we go. Here is the book that Jack reads today. It's an island story far away. A tale of a boy in a great big tree who built a house by the deep blue sea. And all the animals are his friends. Jack loves them all. The story ends. Now it shows them all. He's reading the book. He's reading the book that I'm reading to the animals. Okay, and here goes. And here is the monkey who swings past the snake on the knotted vine only Jack could make. But what is that sound? Jack's ringing a bell. It's story time. They know it well. Okay, he's ringing a bell for the animals to come for the story, which he finished reading already. Here we go. Here is the snake. Imagine that. He slides by the dog who chases the cat. Oh. Well, that doesn't sound right. Here is the snake. Imagine that. He slides by the dog who chases the cat. Yeah, I read that wrong, I think. Okay, there's a huge snake. And here is the dog who chases the cat, who swats the parrot, who pecks the lizard, who snaps at the fly that buzzes by. The tree house that Jack built. That didn't rhyme very well. It was rhyming all the time. Oh well. Of course it's the cat. He jumps on the swings, the ladder, the bird bath, the marvelous things Jack made with his tools. It's a wonder to see what the clever boy Jack thought to build in his tree. And there's a bunch of animals. They're all hanging out. There's a parrot in the water, this like fountain. And the monkey's in the hammock. The dog's licking the boy. And the boy is like Jack, I guess. And there's a lizard. Here is the parrot who pecks at the lizard, that snaps at the fly that buzzes by, the tree house that Jack built. But who swats the parrot? Oh. Okay. There's a parrot, lizard, cat, and a dog is getting lifted up. Okay. Here is the lizard that snaps at the fly that buzzes by, the tree house that Jack built. There's a huge picture of a lizard just about eating a fly. Oh, and then there's some squirrels cracking nuts with not by hand, but by a machine with a hammer. Oh, here is the fly that buzzes by, that tree house that Jack built. And there's all the animals And there's a huge picture of a fly. Okay, here we go. Here is the boy in the tree where he built a house overlooking the sea. Yes, this is the tree house that Jack built. And there's a tree house with multiple levels. There's butterflies, a monkey, frogs, and a parrot. What do you call that? A cockatoo. A parrot, I guess. And there's a cat. Okay. That's it. For Robert Martin with love. BV. V as in Victor. To Lynn Binder. MT. T as in Tom. Oh, that's the acknowledgements. And then the next page. The Tree House That Jack Built is what the story is called. By Bonnie Verberg and Mark Tigu. Tigu? I'm not good with pronouncing people's names. Tigu. Teatgue. Mark Tigu. Okay. That's that section done. Okay, on to the next section. Okay, this is the last section of my podcast. Now, I just added this for the heck of it, but if you don't want to watch this, it's fine. You can end it now. Basically, I call it Tik Tok Zero. So what I do is on my cell phone, I look at TikTok videos, we go through them together, and I try to find a video with 0 likes or 0 comments. And then that's when I stop. Or if 10 minutes or so I guess 10 minutes goes by, I better put my timer on. And yeah. So yeah, and then I put a comment on or I give them a like. Okay, let's start. I'm gonna put the timer on here. Okay. Oh, David Goggins. He's a lot of videos I watch of his. He's doing his video thing. Okay. Commercial.
Everything that will manifest.
There's a lot of advice and inspirational stuff because the algorithm, because I watch a lot of those things. Oh, live stream. Oh, I can't comment on her video. She has no comments.
Have you
Commercial.
ever had a problem? See, sometimes they can make you feel really
Oh, another advice video.
I'll tell you a secret.
I'm gonna tell you the best part about my happiness right now.
Exhibit or somebody.
To remove everything that was blocking my
a rapper guy. I can't remember who he is.
The best part about my happiness right now is making those hard decisions.
Okay. Oh, this comedian. It's a puppet comedian. Randy Feltface. I love watching his video. Okay, keep going. Oh, little kid and dogs. The kid hugs the dog. Oh, because there's a vacuum cleaner. And then they turn off the vacuum cleaner.
We've got a heck of a show as we celebrate Halloween.
Commercial. Dog with the bat. A cat with a Batman filter. A Batman mask and emblem. Live feed. This guy.
Stick to a workout program, take creatine, track all.
Fallout. Oh, dance video. Hambone. Scootbot. They're doing like showing you videos of different moves. Oh, this girl that I watch. This girl, cute as hell, sings musicals. Oh, this guy, I watch a lot of this videos of the opening like packs for card games. Commercial.
4 pieces of advice that changed my mentality.
Oh, David Goggins again.
You go out and spend $100 on good food and drinks. So what? You had a good time with your friends. You spend a travel.
That's not
So
Goggins.
what? Your time
Somebody
on
else.
this planet is a gift. There's no fucking.
There's
passion.
Goggins.
There's no fucking motivation.
There's Goggins.
There's no. Oh my god, man! This is no. It's every day of your life. Just
0 comments, Goggins. That's the end of the video then.
no discipline, no motivation. It's someone sitting in the room by themselves and they figure themselves out.
Okay, 0 comments. 120 hearts. And 21... There's favorites and there's likes. Okay, I'm going to put a comment. I'm going to put Goggins is a beast. Goggins. I don't know if I'm spelling his name right. I'm going to put that. I don't know if I spelled Goggins right. Oh well, I'm putting it anyways. Okay. First to comment. Okay. That's the end of the full podcast. So, yeah. So there's nothing left. I'll just sign off then. Okay, remember, live your life and see what happens. Okay, later.